Hi guys, and welcome to Brave Dog Training Online's Women Power. I have a question for you. When are you making the first step? Maybe you're thinking about something that annoys you with your dog, but you didn't start training yet. Today we're going to talk about how and when to make the first step. Enjoy! Alright, so I'm a little bit obsessed with personal development, I admit it. And I love listening to people like Dean Graziosi and lately the Own Your Future podcast. So if you haven't listened to that, go do it. I'm not getting anything for promoting it, but it's really awesome. And what Dean always says is own your future, because if you don't, somebody else will. And it's the same thing for our dogs. If you have something with your dog that is bothering you, but it's kind of, you're afraid to start because you don't know if you could make things worse, or you're just not motivated and you're procrastinating and you're just putting it off for another day and always say I'm gonna start tomorrow and all those things. The first thing you have to realize, or you have to be honest about with yourself, not to anybody else, but to yourself, is if it really bothers you. Like, for example, if your dog pulls on leash. It's a very common issue, and very often people with little dogs especially decide that they don't care if the dog pulls. It's still an issue for the dog and for the dog's well-being. It would be better to be training it, but your dog, your decision. But if you decide, either for yourself or for your dog's sake, that you want to work on something, like your dog going crazy whenever he sees another dog, you have to make the first step eventually, because every journey starts with the first step. And it doesn't matter how small that first step is. It can be something really easy, like introducing a relaxation zone for your dog. That helps with pretty much everything. And it's such an easy step to make, and it will feel good because you will have the feeling of having accomplished something, right? And then you can go from there, because very often in our heads we make things so huge that it becomes scarier and scarier and scarier, and we never start. But if we make the first step and it's the first obstacle we overcome, it's easier from there. And if you're not sure how this first step can look like, or how to go from the first step, get a professional on board. It's so much more easy to do this with a professional, because we have an outside opinion and we have done this a lot of times, especially when you get somebody who specializes in exactly your problem. Like if you have issues with your dog lunging, barking, growling on leash, or being afraid of stuff, go to the description, book a free call. We see how I can help, because that's my thing. And if you have issues with your dog hunting everything that moves, look for somebody who specializes in that and get help. It's a lot easier and it's a lot more fun. So remember, make the first step and then start training. Why don't you tell me in the comments what your first step is, and if you could do it today. I would love to read those, and I would encourage you to really step up and make this first step today. Have a lot of fun training, and we'll see each other next time. Bye.